Good morning, kindergartners. Do you remember last week in social studies when we talked about the Texas state flag? Well, this week we're going to talk some more about some Texas symbols. Now, we saw some really great Texas flags that you gave us last week. Remember that Texas is our lone star state. It only has one star because it signifies our state's struggle from independence from Mexico. And so that's why we only have one star. Now, our Texas state song is called Texas, Our Texas, and I want to tell you a little bit about what that's. Have you ever heard that song before? If you haven't, ask your mommy and daddy if they'll play that song for you and you can try to learn the words. Now, our Texas state sport is the rodeo. Have you ever been to a real rodeo before? They are so fun. We also have in Texas our state flower. Can you guess what it is? That's right. It's the bluebonnet. And you might see bluebonnets all down our Texas highways, or maybe you've taken pictures with bluebonnets before. They're so pretty. Our Texas state bird is called the mockingbird. It is kind of a grayish color and they're very protected, so we want to be gentle when we see those. Our small state mammal is the armadillo. And the armadillo is a Spanish word because it's called the little armored one. It has armor on its body and sharp claws. We also have a Texas state large mammal, which is the Texas longhorn. Look how long those horns are. We also have our Texas state reptile, which is the horned lizard. It's kind of a brownish color, and it has scales all along its body and sharp horns on its head. My goodness, you should check out and try to find a horned lizard around Texas. We have a state tree in Texas. You guessed it. It's the pecan tree. You can make pecan pie. You can eat them by themselves. Speaking of eating, our Texas state food is called chili. You can make it with beans or meat, make it spicy. And we have a Texas state pepper, which is called the jalapeno. Have you ever had those before? Oh my goodness, they are spicy. Our Texas state fruit is the Texas grapefruit. And it is really yummy. It's kind of pink inside and super yummy to eat. We also have a prickly pear cactus. It's common in dry areas of Texas, especially in South and Central Texas. This is something that I didn't know about, but we have a state shell in Texas called the lightning whelk. Did you know that they can grow up to a foot long and they're found along the Gulf of Mexico? Did you know that we had a dinosaur that used to go all over Texas called the Brachiosaurus? It could get up to 60 feet long and was the size of bigger than even a school bus. There's all different things in Texas, boys and girls, all different kinds of symbols. And what we want you to do this week is we want you to think about some of the symbols that you've learned about. We want you to draw a picture of yourself sitting outside in Texas. Make sure that you include at least 2 Texas symbols that we have talked about. After you draw a picture of yourself, you're going to write a sentence about your picture, and then you're going to email it to your teacher. Okay? However your teacher wants you to get your work to her, that's how you're going to do it. So again, you're going to draw a picture of yourself in Texas, and you're going to make sure that you include at least 2 Texas symbols. Have a great rest of the week, boys and girls. We miss you so much at Rock Prairie.